evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Ahead of an important European Council meeting in Brussels on Thursday, Prime Minister Andrej Plenković has met with the Prime Minister of Luxembourg, Xavier Bettel. They discussed trade and investment, as well as Croatia's efforts to strengthen its position within European institutions.
Croatia and Luxembourg have good friendly relations. They have always supported us, especially in our efforts to join the EU and NATO. Luxembourg has been one of the largest investors in Croatia over the past 25 years. Many companies are headquartered here, and we must continue this trend. Tourism has also been good. We had 10,000 guests from Luxembourg last year, and we expect these numbers to be even higher this year.
We have to see how is the future of Europe and exchange between the countries, finding common positions and coming to Brussels by knowing what are the positions of the one on the other is very important. So I really would like to thank the Prime Minister of Croatia to come here, to have this exchange and to have to continue these friendship relations that we have between those countries.
Earlier today, the Prime Minister confirmed that the special law that placed the food and retail giant Agrokor under state-run management, known as Lex Agrokor, has been included in the EU acquis.
This law was not only backed by the Constitutional Court after review, but it has also effectively become part of the EU acquis as of yesterday, and formally when it is published in the official gazette in a few days' time. Therefore, the law has been recognized as part of the insolvency law practice in the European Union. It is important for the media and the public to recognize this as a political win, and in the legal sense, it speaks to the quality of this piece of legislation.
Economy Minister Darko Horvat and Agrokor's government-appointed administrator Fabris Peruško presented Agrokor's latest business report to a parliamentary committee today. Agrokor's creditors are expected to vote on a settlement early next month. Minister Horvat urged them to support the deal.
As the economy minister, I urge all the creditors to vote in favor of the proposed settlement at the hearing scheduled for July 4th. I can also say, given management's report and the response to the settlement proposal from the majority of stakeholders, Agrokor and its partners do have a future.
U.S. Ambassador Robert Kohorst addressed Agrokor at a roundtable with reporters today and underscored the importance of reaching a settlement to avert the company's bankruptcy. However, he says it is important to consider Agrokor's future. He suggested introducing safety mechanisms in the future company's bylaws, like limits on shareholder voting rights.
What I am concerned about is that the Agrokor settlement take into account the long-term best interest for the Croatian economy. And I think if I had to be critical of what they've done, it's that they haven't paid enough attention to what can happen in the future. Now is the time to put in place mechanisms to protect the Croatian economy from anybody who would mismanage the company. And that could be a Russian company, it could be a U.S. company.
Labor and Pension System Minister Marko Pavić said the goal of pension system reform was to increase the retirement age. He said Croatia was currently bridging the gap by taking money from the budget. He said the retirement age would be raised to 67 by 2031.
I'd like to underscore that only 20% of current pensioners actually completed the maximum years of service and that the system now has a deficit. That is, we are making up the 17 billion kuna difference from the budget. It is the goal of this government to extend the current 30-year full term of service because it is too short.
A 26-year-old British national was killed in an attack on the beach in front of a nightclub on the island of Pag. Police have arrested 7 people in connection with the case but have released few details. Some media have reported the man was stabbed in a scuffle between 2 groups of tourists.
We are working hard to investigate all aspects of this case. The Zadar County and Lika Sen County police departments are involved. The investigation is being coordinated from the Tourism Security Headquarters. We're looking at this case from all angles.
In sports, Croatia's football team has crushed the group stage at the World Cup, picking up 9 points to win Group D. The team defeated Iceland last night 2-1. Their next game is against Denmark on July 1st. Here's coach Zlatko Dalic summing up his thoughts on the upcoming match.
There's no clear favorite in this game. Chances are 50-50. We won't underestimate anyone. It is going to be a tough game. There is a risk for both sides. The game will be tight, tactically. We have enough time to rest before the match and study our opponents. We're likely to see two different styles of play, and the team that manages to impose their style will have a better chance of winning.
Thursday's forecast calls for moderate to heavy clouds with occasional rain in the interior. The eastern parts of the country can expect afternoon thunder showers. There will be some rain on the coast as well, mostly in the north and in the Dubrovnik area around midday. There will be moderate to high northeasterly and northwesterly winds on the coast. Morning lows will range from 11 to 16 inland and from 16 to 21 on the Adriatic. Highs for the day in the interior will be between 18 and 22, and on the coast between 23 and 27. The three-day outlook for the interior calls for more showers and thunder showers on Friday. Conditions will improve on Saturday, and sunny weather is expected on Sunday. There will be a moderate north-northwesterly wind. Temperatures will be warmer on Friday and Saturday and slightly cooler on Sunday. On the coast, it will be sunnier and warmer than tomorrow. The most sunshine is expected on Sunday. Friday afternoon, there may be some local showers all along the coast. Dalmatia may see some passing clouds, rain, and thunder showers on Saturday morning. There will be a moderate to high northwesterly and a northeasterly, which will pick up speed on Sunday. And that brings us to the end of the news. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow.